back to chat. Okay, there I am back on Duo Chat. Seems to be working. I don't know quite what happened there, but I think we're back. My computer, the streaming PC anyway, maybe my entire home even for that matter, had a hiccup in the network. The internet connection just died. But I think we're back. As far as I can tell, we are. So, and my audio is back to working again. For now, let's keep going. Okay, still can't do anything with this stuff here yet. Still don't have whatever tools needed to open up that. Still, that's. I thought there was another gear door or what have you that we needed to open up. Let's see. Wasn't in here. We took care of this thing with that bucket, and this was a dead end over here. See, there's something underneath this paper. Shame we can't move paper around to see what it is. As it is, we have to just assume that it's unimportant. Of course. All right. Is there anything maybe way back here at the beginning we can do? I seriously doubt it, but you never know. And I'm not seeing anything yet. See, green looks like the last color of crystal that we need to unlock, whatever, you know, and do things with. Let's see. Maybe, oh, you know what? Now that we've unlocked that gear symbol, did that do anything over here? Nope. It still is doing nothing for this. I don't know. I thought, you know, seeing this gear right here and stuff might make me think, oh, this opens up with that gear thing. But no, of course it doesn't. That would make sense. Far too much sense. I definitely hear some sort of, you know, ringing sound, like a crystal sound or something in there. I don't know. Kind of like the sound we're hearing here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a snapshot of these guys here, even if we don't need it, just be on the safe side. That's something else we haven't yet figured out as well, is what these marks mean. Maybe that'll come up later. I mean, I have been taking notes and scribbling down what each of those 5, 6 different symbols, 5 cylinders, what each one of those does. But so far, haven't found a use for them. Nothing down here. Nothing more that we can interact with anyway. Okay. Moving on. Let's grab that fish and take a bite out of him. That'd be electrifying, wouldn't it? All right, let me take our orange torch. Yeah, see, I hear something like partially enabled there. The blue does nothing. And if we put in... Oh, we don't have the other piece to the red one. Never mind. See, if we put in the red one too, nothing happens. But the orange one sort of enables stuff. Kind of-ish. I am rapidly running out of thoughts and ideas on what to do. I have a feeling this is the next course of action. But I must be missing something. Something it's probably obvious to... You're probably screaming at the video right now. You idiot, why don't you check such and such? The answer's so obvious. If only you'd look right there and open your damn eyes. Yeah. I agree. I can be quite obtuse. I absolutely can be. All right, let's see. Let me run through here again. Anything I missed here? I don't want to mess with that because it might screw up all this over here. Probably not now that we've locked it in place with this, but still. There's something to be done here, and I don't seem to have the necessary toolage for it. And this just plain won't open no matter what. And there's nothing more we can pick up around here. This is nothing but further demonstrate how much more powerful the white crystal is to the orange. I am really rapidly running out of ideas. I mean, I may have to start looking things up in a walkthrough. We're not quite an hour in here. But, nothing back in here, I'm sure. Oh, excuse me. I had plenty of sleep last night. Eyes just messed up. That's all. Eye is messed up. So all that trouble to get this gear, these two gear doors open, and we got nothing to show for it, or almost nothing anyway to show for it. I wonder why this is the only place where we see the orange crystal encased in a lantern-like enclosure. I don't know, it just seems unusual. Oh great, more weird graphical glitches. Love it! Blue torch is not revealing anything at all for me here. Yeah. This is frustrating. Again, I welcome any and all suggestions. Anyone online is watching right now that might have an idea or even the answer for that matter, as to what I need to do. I can't, stop thinking about this weird thing being important. Somehow. See, I mean, that has a little arrow. Oh no, that's probably just the way those two pieces of geometry were connected together or something. Anyway. Why am I still hearing it creaking way over here? I thought that was only at that hanging platform area. We're not near it anymore. Another glitch? Wouldn't surprise me, I guess. Escape the old beta testers. I don't think there's anything more we can do or need to do in Botany Bay here, or the gardens. Ugh, excuse me. No. Bing, bing, bing. All right, that's... And there's nothing over here right now. That's where the boat is. There's nothing there. Okay. All right, there's really only one thing that is impeding our progress here. Well, okay, two things. The first one that I'm seeing is this. Whatever this is, and this thing just won't open up, okay? There's some machinery involved, which means... Oh, hello! Did I just find something for speedrunners of this game? Boing, right there. Oh, look at that. This post right here is just... Okay. I'm going to save the game because I'm going to probably break it if I keep messing with that. Alright, that's interesting. Something with this post here. You walk around it, rubbing up against it, and it just shoots you skyward. I don't think it is useful for anything, but especially when going up the stairs. Well, up or down, whatever. That's definitely interesting. I mean, I guess you could use it to get over here. Or no, okay, never mind. Well, it's worth maybe, if I were a speedrunner, investigating that further, but for now, no. I might, after this stream, I might check up on, I wonder if it has to do with this texture on the steps here, these leaves, or whatever they are, ivy, or something, I don't know. Might be worth checking on speedruns.com or whatever, speedrun.com. See if anyone has mentioned that, or if there's any use for it at all, or if anyone didn't even bother speedrunning this game. But I might want to wait until I've actually completed the game first, otherwise spoilers. Yeah, I get that. Still, that's interesting. I never would have thought. So that's one thing. To get back on track here, that is one thing I noticed that's blocking progress, is that. The second is that I still need whatever knob the third knob is for this, and my guess is that, it's hidden behind that cabinet, I'll bet. But the biggest one, the one that's been bugging the absolute crapola out of me, is right over here with this. We set this in here, and I hear some sort of mechanism engage, or switch, or move. But then I don't see anything else happening. Now this is happening when the orange torch is placed in this socket here. And it leads down to, the wires from it lead down to that, which looks like it probably would connect up with this track right here. But that's all. I got no other feedback. I don't know what's going on. I have so many questions, and I don't think any of this I don't think that has any effect on what happens over here, does it? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. I feel like I'm missing something so obvious. See, it kind of looks like that, right? Which is what we use up here with this thing. We can swing it around all the way to, yeah, to this, and that's where we just placed that thing right there. And we can put this in here and move it around, but it doesn't do anything. I think the red also doesn't either. We tried that. In fact, I'm willing to bet, take that back, thank you. I'm willing to bet that the only reason why, can't grab this one, can we? No. The only reason why this orange thing makes a sound here with this is to remind us that when we point it with, you know, to this, with the, you know, these round kind of things. Well, it's not even doing it this time. Yeah, it's to remind us that when you point it there, it does something. This one, it still does. And that's okay, I guess. But, I mean, we've already been through all that. Whoops. There's literally nothing more for us to do there. Boom, da boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we've already shown it at that and done that whole sequence of events there. Can't shine it over there where we just hung the torch because the tree's in the way. I am just so incredibly confused here. I'm about ready to look it up. I'm going to give it another few minutes while I keep on running around. If nothing comes to me, if I can't figure it out in these few minutes, to the walkthrough I go. Oh, this is another thing too. I forgot about it. This is another thing that I don't know. probably, again, don't have the necessary tooling and whatever to do here. Looking through our letters. Past specific machine parts, yeah, we've seen that, yeah. Connect these marked doors, yeah, Conversely, power, bring the batteries on place, it supplies energy to the mechanics. Well, we've done that. Oh, that she will know whoever she is. I kind of met that she, I think. Desperate echo of a fallen civilization. She was convinced it was sailed would soon reach point would no longer be yours. So that's already long since that ship has sailed now. Evaluation at the time. Many expertise. The warden of this world. Yeah. Okay, we already did those symbols right there. So that one we've taken care of. Can't remember what it opened up off the top of my head, but we've already done that one. The boat thing to the alchemy lab, yeah. And the shore is special, isn't that nice? The blacksmithing and carpentry. Learn the truth as the day-night cycle, yeah. Geological research. Arrival decades, set foot on the sign of welcome. Professor, the exact place I drew the breakthrough. That's back there again. Okay. Still missing the third knob. Got all 5 in here. This was just a complicated lock system for this, safe here, and we've long since already solved that. This shows how the 3 pieces go together, which we over there, which we did. Yay. That's nice. Don't care. It's completely unhelpful right now. Okay, it's now 4:15. We've been streaming here for exactly an hour, I think. I still don't know how we're supposed to get across over to there, or even if we're supposed to do that yet. Yet. Not gonna be putting anything in there. I feel like this is needed somewhere. Like over here maybe, or something. It's a missing gear for this to open this up. Can't shake that feeling, Can't shake it. Alright. I have spent enough time, more than enough time, just wandering around aimlessly. trying to figure out what needs to happen and where. So journey with me as we bring up the good old guides here. Full text guide, apparently. Welcome to Quern. Puzzles, yeah. Following in his footsteps. Feeling the unseen, yeah. Using the blue thingamabob. Shipwreck, yeah, we did that. Alchemical secrets, we did that. We are not alone here, yeah. We met that floating female-voiced entity. That was the achievement there, Gamana. Getting an upgrade. Make the final battery for ourselves. We did that. Let's see. Pick up the final battery, place in generator, powered up. Return to the North Shore and climb with the ladder. Following path to the end. Oh! I didn't do this. Okay. Up here... I did not come back up here after powering up that device with the final cylinder. Aha! Now we see it is indeed lit up. Weird. I'm seeing all kinds of strange things. Okay. I don't quite know where this is supposed to be. Okay, yeah, I see. Well, maybe the left or right side. Would be my guess. The only way to move this, you know, next to inner ring is to do those two together. The way to move the outer ring is to move it with the inner one there. And the way to move the inner one is to move it with the third one. Whoops. I got that all backwards, my bad. And this one is the only one you can move on its own. Okay. Get it all lined up to the right side here. Okay, we got a ding. All right, can we move these? Around like this. Okay, I don't know. Can you only do one side at a time? Okay, so if I've got the left side lit up, what does that do for me? Let me run over to that place. It's easy to lose my bearings here because, well, I suck. But, yeah, see, there it is. It's to that building there. Oh, okay. So, it's maybe rotating the, that central thing in it. It is. So here's where one side, we're in the mechanics. So I did have to look it up, you know, sadly. But here we are into the mechanics. Oh, there's something on the other side. We're going to have to go there. Simon Says, huh? Really? We're going to do Simon Says here? Alright, well maybe we only have to do one more here, which is going to be 6 long. Let's see if I can memorize it. 2, 5, 2, 3. Oh, good lord. I can't remember all this. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, here's what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. Apparently it randomizes each time you press the button, too. So I am going to... I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to bring up a good old notepad here and write this down on my other computer. 2, 4, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 5, 3. Holy cow. See, the first two were only like, what, 4 and then 5 beeps long? This one is literally, what is that, 11? That's 14. 14 I have to press here. You fucking, god damn. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be swearing so much, but that's ridiculous. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 4. Assuming I copy this down correctly. 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 5, 3. Yes. That is stupid. That is... Oh, that's incredibly dumb. And look, there's a place for us to put a gear on. There. We put the gear on it. Now you can be closed. Ugh. Oh, that was terrible. That was awful. Screw that, man. Oh, jeez. All right, now we gotta rotate this around to the other side and see what we need to do there. Oh, that was freaking awful. No, it wasn't. It was fucking awful. Okay, there. Now, appropriately sweary. All right. Let's rotate this around to the other side. Two, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 positions here. Okay, good. Now with that one open, again, we still can't pull that. Maybe we have to solve the puzzle on both sides of the building, both halves. And then it'll allow us to close it. That was up here, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so here's the other half. Oh, good. Another freaking letter from the asshole. Let's read it.
You've managed to get into the mechanics. Clearly, you've completed all of my previous challenges. This could mean that you are a genius.
No.
Fulfilling all of my expectations.
I looked up in a walkthrough.
And you are truly worthy of all the further knowledge I'm about to offer you. Or you could just as well be a fool, considering the fact that the power of Quern literally gives you infinite time to guess the solutions of all my puzzles. One way or the other.
That part's true.
I'm sure your presence here is no mistake. Your participation in this matter is absolutely essential. If she were to appear to you, she would try to poison your mind with her misleading lies. You must ignore her, just as I once did.
I mean, how can anyone read these letters and not believe that this person is a villain? I can't understand that. Anyway, how can they possibly believe that the spirit, the woman's voice or whatever, is, you know, we're supposed to ignore them? I'm sure there's some sort of psychology to it. Grandescent actu labore. I'm butchering it because I have no idea how to actually pronounce Latin. By hard work, all things increase and grow. Not entirely true, but we won't debate that right now. Okay, there's that little knob thing that we saw a picture of in that last letter, but not the knob that we're needing. Oh, what's this? Oh no, really? A logic puzzle? From number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move. The sum of the numbers is in the third row is 7. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left, and none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. If you add up all the numbers in the fourth column, the result is 3, and number 5 is the only one standing alone in both its row and column. Okay, I have no idea what this is in reference to yet. I'm sure it will come up soon. This has a key lock on it. We don't have a key. Ah, here we go. This is what it was in reference to. So we're supposed to move these around. Okay, gotcha. Well, we can just turn around over here and read this and see. So, what's the easiest one of these 6 rules here? From number 5, number 3 is reachable. No, that's going to be the hardest one. None of the rows can stand a number there. And if you add up all of the numbers in the fourth column, the result is 3. Well, okay, that's one of the easier ones because we only have a 1 and 2. So the fourth column, you can only have a 2 and a 1. So let's just start with that, to start with, okay? Number 5 is the only one standing alone in both its row and column. Well, we'll get to that. And none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. So that's the reason why I put 1 above 2. But I mean, obviously there's several ways that 1 can be above 2 in that column. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left. All right. So number 4 in the column on the far left. There you go. What else have we got? So the numbers in the third row is 7. So that could theoretically be like 5, drop that down to here, and 2 can be dropped down to here. Ah, but then that does leave some interesting things here. Oh, nope, that can't be there. From number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move. That one's going to be tough. Maybe something like that. Some of the numbers in the third row is 7, so we can't have the 4 there. What was that about the number 5 again? Number 5 is the only one standing alone in both its row and column. Oh, so it can't be on the third row. And all right, so it's possible to be something like, why won't you go down there? Something like this. That way the third row adds up to 7, right? The numbers in the fourth column, the result is 3. That's still true. Number 5 is the only one standing in its row and column. Yeah, it is. None of the rows contain numbers with greater than the numbers in the row below it. That's true. Number 4 stands alone in the column on the far left. It is. Some of the numbers in the third row is 7. It is. And from number 5, number 3 is reachable with the knight's move. Oh, nope, that one's wrong. That one is wrong. Let's see, if we move the 5 and the 2, that would be a 7. Then the 3 being a knight's move. We don't actually know where the 3 is supposed to go. We know that 4 is the only one in the left column. Oh, no, 5 is alone. So 5 and 2 is wrong. They can't add up. The only way we can have the numbers in the fourth column, is, original 3 is you have 1 and 2. That's the only possible way to do that. What was that about each row? None of the rows can say a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. Doesn't say greater than the total of the numbers in the row, just any of the numbers, presumably. So even this is wrong. So let's see. It's possible then, I think. Oh shoot, no, because 4 and 3 are more than 2. Because 5 can't really be up there when you got 1 and 2 in this column. 5 pretty much has to be down at the bottom, doesn't it? Okay, this is really kind of tough. We got these adding up to 7. We got these 3. The numbers are going down, increasing as you go down. Problem is making from number 5, number 3 is reachable with a knight's move. That I don't quite get how we're going to do it. 4 is the only one on its left. 5 is the only one in its stands alone to column on the far left. 5 is the only one standing alone in both its row and column. So it pretty much has to be down there. But then how do you get 3? I mean, are we missing a knob? Are these knobs needed? No, that one's not letting me pick it up. Same with this one, so I can't pick those up. And the other way, I mean, it did say the far right column, right? Or whatever. Row 7 and all numbers in the fourth column. Assuming the fourth column is the far right column, the result is 3. And then, of course, the big important one is if in none of the rows can stand a number that's greater than the numbers in the row below it. See, I could set this up here, but then that third row does not add up to 7 anymore. And there's no way to get it to add up to 7. Nope, that's not going to work because 4 is more than 2. And 5 is alone. I keep forgetting that. 5 has to be alone. I don't think this is actually possible then. Seriously, the closest I can come is this. But then that violates that knight's move thing between 5 and 3. The only way to have the additional numbers on the right side is 3. Well, I suppose, actually, come to think of it, you could just have a 3 in the right-hand column. And that way you got the knight's move, and then the 1 and the 2 can just be whatever. That way your sum of the numbers there's on the third row is still 7. 5 to 3 is now knight's move. Number 4 stands alone on the far left column. None of the rows can stand a number that's, greater than below it. That's fine. Add up all the numbers in the fourth column. The result is 3. That's true. And number 5 is the only one saying, okay, so that might actually work. Yep, that's what it was. Got it. Now we got that gear in place. Hooray! So now we got 2 gears in place here. Hooray. Whew. Goodness gracious me. All right, now let's head back up here. And hopefully now that other mechanism will finally be available now that all the gears are in place. Let's find out, shall we? And yay! It's doing some weird things over there. And okay, a new room is opened up in there. So let's go back. All right, let's check this out. Apparently now accessible from either door. Oh boy. Oh, this is where that stuff comes into play. Okay, here we go. Got another letter for us, asshole? No, okay. All this parchments and such. Oh. This might actually work in conjunction with that other thing. But we'll get to that soon. Let me get this sketched. Thank you. It's made chalk now. And it's got a rule. Which is, by the way, not a ruler, but a rule. There's those symbols again. Hey, I recognize this, I think, where it's supposed to go. Oh, we can actually mess with it too. Okay, so we would need to... Yeah, that's going to go in the mines. But we do need to figure out the combination. So, I like the little satin lining there. And this... Oh, there's the third knob. And Clearly it needs a key to get to that key. Great! Ain't this grand. What's this? Nothing yet. This clearly becomes a circular stairway once we solve this puzzle. Alright, so we saw if we put the orange one here, nothing happens. If we put the blue one in, though... Okay, nothing still happens. Darn it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 things here. Okay, that one, the 5th one over there is this. All right, what do we do here with this? I can press buttons. No, I can't. Doesn't look like anything here is happening. No, don't put a torch in here. It's not really highlighting for any of that. Probably need to put the red one in here. I don't know. I would have figured this might fit in there, but nope. And I can't mess with any of these. Is there anything here revealed by the blue torch? Some special something? No. No. Okay. Nothing there either yet. That also leads screens. It looks like these two meet in the middle and it becomes a spiral staircase going up. So, okay, that's fine. Now, if only we could figure out what we need to do here. Let me go get, let me go get that red crystal. I might actually need or have use of it there. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. So we have orange, blue, and with some construction, a red torch. No, nothing. Nothing. Probably need a white one or something. Yeah. Yeah, the blue one's not doing anything either. Or is it? I saw some dust particles kick up there. I don't know where they came from. Was it from the orange one, actually? No. Well, I can find it. Oh, there's some dust particles too. Never mind. All right. Well, I don't know what to do here yet. We still have some time, maybe about another half an hour here. Let's see. Now I saw, what was I seeing in there that made some sense to me? Wooden version of the power cylinders. Oh yeah, that key. Let's go back to the mine then with the key. Where's the quickest way to the mine? Right over here. Okay, because we got a key now for this thing. Wherever it is, there it is. So we slide it in and it sticks up and okay. So do we want it to stick them out in the most way possible or not? I don't know. If we, because there's like different levels there. Is there, did we see anything about a particular progression that these need to be in? Let me go back to the, oh. We'll just ran off the side there. Let me run back to that. Room. Was there anything in here that seemed to indicate a progression of 4 lines? No, I'm not seeing anything here to indicate that. All right, well, trial and error time for a bit at least. I don't want to take too much time guessing it, but all right, so if I were to stick up the third one, and then move down the first one, well, that's done something all right. Whether or not it's the right thing, I don't know. And looks like something should go in here. I'll bet it's the orange. Yeah. Okay. So this currently has a power level of like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm guessing, oh, we need to hit this mark, don't we? I think aha. Okay, I see. We need to give it another 5 there. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to give it 10 exactly. And we've got, what is this? 4 and 4 is 8 plus these 5. That's 13. So we got 3 more. And that'll overload it if we go over the line. So it's another one of those things where you gotta move the things around, move the amounts around. In, you know, you can't do it in small increments. You have to do it all at once in order to get the 10 in there. Okay, well, and we have 2 containers full of, what is it? Oh, actually, hang on a second here. Oh, sorry, I meant to move these over there. And then from this to here. So now we have the 1 there. We now have 8 over there. Oh, this isn't really helpful now, is it? can put in the 8 and a 1 to make 9, but that's not helpful. Seven, 8, 9, yeah. I'll just kind of stay back here and look at this. Ow. Let's put, or let me move back just a little bit so I can also grab the handle. And put in the 4. We put this in here. Put this in here. We'll have 5. Ah, hang on a second here. No, that's not right. Shoot. Because these two are identical. Oh, sorry. If we were to put 4 in there, and then we try to move all these, we're going to be left with 4. Let's see. And I have 4, 4, and 5. Four, 4, 4, and 1. So there's your proof that there's 13 here. How do we get that in there? Let's see. I'm usually pretty good at these sort of little logic puzzles, but I'm struggling today, I tell you. And I don't quite fully know why. Let's see what happens if we just go ahead and dump that in there. Okay, it still leaves 1. Oh no, that's interesting. Now we got a 3. I'm just like dividing things up to see what we get. All right, so we got a 1, 5, 4, and a 3. Can we make is it 9 that we need? 10. We need 10 out of it. Actually, yeah, we can move the 4 right over here, and we got 5, and then move the 5 over there, and we got 10 now. And so now we've zapped it with one of these orange crystals, and it has become sort of pink. Oh, now we got to do it 3 times. Of course we do. Now we got to give it 6. It reset. Because see, it's not quite white yet. It's on its way there, though. So to give it 6, for crying out loud. Let's dump all this in here. And I'll bet you we want to dump this in there too, so we're left with the 1. Then we dump this over here to cut it down. And then move this out of the way. Cut it down again. We're down to 2, or 4 rather, and we need 2. No, we don't have 2. Shoot. Now I'm back to being dumb again. That'll just leave a 1 there. If you cut off 4 from here, you'd have another 4. That's not going to be helpful. Not as far as I can tell. Yeah, see, back to this again. Now this is 8, which would fit there or there. Put it in here. We just split it up the 4s again, which we don't really want to do. But if we put these in here, we're left with, see, it's again 4. How do we get just the 6? How do we get just the 6? No, that was useless. Actually, put both of these over here. Well, no, that's not really going to help then, because then you're just, again, left. Oh, no, there's a 4. Well, that doesn't help, though. And that's a 5. Got a 4, 4, and a 5. That's still entirely useless. We can separate out a 1 here. That's, I don't see how that can possibly be helpful in any way. Well, no, that's a different thing. We got a 3. Okay, hang on a second here. Now we got a 5 and a 1 that we could make a 6 out of, but we got a 3 sitting in here that's problematic. Shoot. See, I'm good at screwing things up. Oh, actually, wait a second. We can put the 1 over there. Move this 3 out of the way, and then move the 6 in there. Okay. So that makes it a little more white, but still not there yet. I would think that's plenty white, but apparently not. Holy cow. Now I get to deal with hearing this rattling sound during this last portion, where we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 11. All right. We throw it all in here. That leaves us one. May have to turn off the sound here. I don't know. We can do an 8 and 8 and 8, and that'll be 12, but that's one more than we need. What we need is like a 8, 8, and 3. If there was, we got a 3 once before, but I don't remember how we got it. Put this in here. We just got back to a 4, 4, and 1 again. Is it that we overload one of these? Is that it? No, because that's already at a 9. See, that didn't really help, I don't think, because that's again just exactly 9. So 5 and 4 will always get us 9. And I keep on doing this stupid thing where I keep getting this 9 out of here. Why did I do that? That was dumb. All right, here we got this. Yeah, but that's not really helpful, is it? Actually, here, if we did this, we'll have a 3, right? So a 3 plus the 8. Yeah, 3 plus 8 will be 11. So we can move this 4 over here, and now we got 7. Then put this back over here. We cut it down to just 4. And now there we have 11. All right, finally. Oh, wow, that's loud. Hooray. We now have a white one here. White is the new orange. Create a purified energy crystal. Wow, that was loud, and I apologize for all that racket it was making there. Wowzers. Okay. Oh, there's the piece that flew off. Exploded off. Boy, this is so much more complex than it needs to be. So, I mean, I enjoy doing the puzzles, but from a narrative viewpoint, it just doesn't make sense that anyone would do this. Unless maybe that really is kind of a sign of a troubled mind. You know, a egomaniacal, brain or whatever. I'm curious now, though, what happens if we put the white one in here? Finally, Yes, we can finally walk over here. Holy cow. To the Swamp Isles. Hallelujah, new place. We only got 8 minutes left here to explore it, but I'm going to save the game here. Right here in this lovely empty slot, the Swamp Isles. New item. That's weird. This is a signal, so like a flashlight or something. Ooh, that's an unpleasant kind of sound it makes there. Some of the buildings have fallen here. And uh-oh, here comes our friend.
This is the gift the last one who called himself an explorer left behind. Seeking power, he defiled these once sacred grounds. And I couldn't stop him. I'll carry this burden forever.
Don't be too hard on yourself. It's not your fault. You tried. You tried. That's all anyone can ask of you. I can't quite, I guess signaling that doesn't matter. Let's keep on walking around here. What else have we got? Uh-oh. This looks on. Oh, no, it's just a stairway. Oof. Well, hey, all right, good. We've got that. We finally made it across here, so we can take this back, and it doesn't get rid of the nice walkway there. I thought it might, which wouldn't have mattered all that much because we already opened up that shortcut back to the forge area. All right, now where was I going to go now? With this white crystal. Oh yeah, the screw the cylinder room, which is over here. I think it can be used next to this thing to finally power up. Yep, these. Yay! Now I can finally press buttons and or something. Or not. I don't know. I don't see any interacting ability here. It's just kind of there. And that's that symbol, all right. I got you. Am I supposed to go gather up those cylinders that represent these symbols and then pop them in here? Probably. So I'll tell you what, I'll stop the game right here. I'll just overwrite that Swamp Isles. Okay, back in the mechanics. And I think I'm going to quit now because I only have about 3 minutes left anyway. Okay. But this has been fun, even if though there were some frustrating moments, and I actually did have to look up a hint to figure out where to go next. Admittedly, had I not looked it up, I probably would have eventually figured it out simply by a process of elimination, just going every possible place I could go. I'd eventually remember, oh yeah, that ladder, let me go back up the ladder and check again, not thinking there was anything up there, and then remembering as soon as I rounded the corner, oh yeah, crap, this thing, I can finally use it now. The thing that rotated that room. So yeah, I probably didn't need to look it up, but how long would it have taken before I finally, exhausted all my options and out of process of elimination found what I had forgotten about? Yeah. I don't know. So I'm not mad about it. I hope you aren't either. But here we are at the end of this stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you have been, please check in with me again Tuesday evening, most likely on the 4th of November here. I should be streaming again at 9 p.m. Eastern on that day. Also, if you can, please consider stopping by my Extra Life 2025 marathon stream this Friday, November 7th. I'll be streaming starting from 12 p.m. noon Eastern time on the 7th to 12 p.m. noon on the 8th, Saturday. So 24 hours of fun gaming. I won't be playing this game because I'm reserving this for the non-Extra Life streams. But I'll be playing a variety of other games, most likely adventure games like this or point-and-click adventures, whatever. I still haven't nailed down the list of games that I'll be playing. It's going to be at least 12, of course, but because 2 hours per game. But I will eventually, and maybe even I'll post it up on my socials. I don't know. But I hope to see you there. It would be awesome if you could. And if you could donate a little bit too, that would be even more awesome. So thank you so much for considering it. Hope to see you there. Hope to see you on Tuesday. Until then, please take care and stay safe out there.